Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. I am Missy Renee, and on this channel we talk about manifesting, all things manifesting, how to do it, how to properly apply it so that you can live the life that you've always dreamed of. So in this video, I want to go into the concept, everyone is you pushed out. Everyone is you pushed out. And this is one of the more radical and controversial topics that Neville Goddard spoke about. It's also my favorite topic to cover because this is really, for me, once I grasped this fundamental, like really truly grasped it, that's when I began to unlock my power. So I get really excited whenever I talk about this because, again, this is just such an incredible concept. It's such an incredible teaching, and it's something that I want all of you to grasp. And it's going to require, if you're new to manifesting, if you haven't heard this term before or heard of this term before, it's going to require an open mind. So stay with me till the end of the video. Here we go. Let's dive right in. Everyone is you pushed out boils down to everyone in your 3D reality is a reflection of your thoughts, assumptions, beliefs. So everybody is an aspect of you. Everybody is going to play out that role that you assign them based on your beliefs and your assumptions and your thoughts and your inner dialogue. All of those things are shaping everybody around you and the interactions that you have. So if you're thinking that somebody is going to do a thing or say a thing or act a certain way, you're going to find that that's true. So, for example, if you have a belief that all men are jerks, then, well, I hate to break it to you, but the men in your life are going to show up as being real a-holes. If you have a belief that everybody thinks you're weird, then people are going to treat you like you're a weirdo. It starts with what you believe and assume, because your assumptions always harden into fact. You will see this in everything, including people. And this topic always opens up a huge can of worms because it goes into free will and completely tosses it out the window. There is no free will because in your reality, everyone is going to conform the way that you assume them to be or believe them to be. So essentially, you can change people's behaviors, absolutely. You do it all the time, just you probably weren't consciously aware of it before. A lot of people might also look at this as manipulation. It's not manipulation because you're not doing anything to another person. Really, the only way that you can change somebody else, which you totally can change other people, and you do it all the time. But the only way that you really do this is if you change an assumption about yourself. I know it's a lot to wrap your head around. I know that this one is like mind-blowing at first because we have this illusion of separation, and we've always had that. We've always looked at the world as if everything outside of us is its own separate thing that we have no control over. And once people hear about this for the first time, I know especially for me, I really had a hard time accepting this. But if you think about it, if you really think about it, and you look back to all of your past interactions with people, you can pinpoint where you thought a belief or had an assumption and then it played out or turned out to be true in that person. I know it's happened to you. I know it's happened to everybody because this is literally how the law works. There is no outside of you. There is no that person over there. That person over there will conform to your beliefs and assumptions and your attitude of mind. The power here and the incredible thing here with this, everyone is you pushed out, is you can find the state that you're in based on how other people are treating you. So if somebody is treating you a certain way, or you find that certain events keep happening to you, you can stop and say, I see a pattern here, and I know everyone is me pushed out, so there's something that I need to change in my current state if I want this thing to stop happening, or if I want these behaviors to change. Don't get caught up in what appears to be the outside world. Don't react to people being a shithead, because if you're experiencing this, then that tells you that there may be something inside that you need to work on. There may be a hidden underlying belief that you didn't know that you had. So take all your outside cues as a sign that there's something inside that maybe you need to work on. So how do you change someone? How do you change a behavior that you may not like? Or how do you change an attitude that somebody is giving you? You have to change the assumption. And how do you change the assumption? You got to change the story. So if you are experiencing somebody being unkind to you, I want you to stop telling yourself that story and stop having that mental conversation of somebody being unkind. Going forward, I want you to imagine that person saying loving, kind things and having a lovely interaction with them. And again, I know this may seem silly if this is your first time hearing about this or you're new to manifesting, but I strongly encourage, with everything that I teach, just as Neville did, I need you all to try it. Just test it for yourself. I need to stress the importance of changing your story, and I'm going to create a whole video about that and all about ignoring your reality, because essentially everything that you are seeing as your present reality in the 3D world is just an old assumption. It's an old manifestation that's already come to pass. So anytime there's anything happening in your reality that you don't like, persist in the story that you would like to see and experience, and know that anything that you're currently experiencing, it's going to come to pass. It's going to be fleeting, it's going to change, and it's going to dissolve and replaced by whatever it is that you want and desire. Assume how you want other people to treat you, and that's what you're going to experience. I hear this one asked a lot when people are trying to manifest a specific person, and this is usually how people will find out about this concept of everyone is you pushed out. This is where people get tripped up. That other person, your specific person, is only going to play out that which you believe, and that's it. So watch your thoughts, watch what you are thinking and assuming about that person. You will be surprised that their behavior correlates with what you're thinking. So if you're thinking thoughts that is, oh my God, that person probably doesn't like me, oh, they're probably cheating on me, they probably think I'm ugly, they think I'm stupid, I know that they don't really respect me. Do you see what you're doing here? Do you see what you're doing here? And it is your doing. It's a pattern and a habit that is really difficult to break, but you must break it. If you want to see and be with that specific person, you need to get rid of all those thoughts. You need to dump that garbage, and you need to start really affirming and assuming, no, my person loves me. My person adores me. They cannot wait to see me again because they love spending time with me. They think I'm hilarious. They think I'm a hell of a catch because I am a hell of a catch. They want to be with me all the time. They can't get enough of me. They are madly in love with me, and we have nothing but the utmost respect for each other. And assume that, have that be your story, and really persist in it. Because remember, everything that is going on in your current 3D reality is just an old manifestation. So like everything that you're currently seeing and experiencing with your physical sensations, it's all old news. It's all old news. I mean, these are all your old thoughts and assumptions that already came to pass. So with that being said, why would you not start a new story today? Why would you not start a new story that everybody treats you with kindness and everybody treats you with respect, and that everybody is always looking out for you and has your best interest at heart, because I'm the God of my reality and I say so, and so it is. The other beauty of everyone is you pushed out is knowing that you don't have to ever worry about competition again. There is no such thing as competition at all. For example, a lot of people come to me and ask about their specific person that they're trying to manifest and a third-party situation, and they come to me freaking out, asking what to do. Well, if everyone is you pushed out, don't even focus or acknowledge that third party. Don't give them any power. Just focus on being with your specific person if that's ultimately your goal, and cut out all the rest. All the rest. Don't acknowledge, don't give it power, don't feed it. Third parties? What third parties? There's no third parties. Everyone is you pushed out, and everyone is going to play the role that you assign them. And you'll find always that if you are persisting in that assumption that you already have your specific person, you already have what you want, one way or the other, it's not going to be an issue. It's not going to be an issue. So there's no competition, there's no third parties, there is nothing that you have to worry about. If you want something, all you have to do is persist in knowing that what you want is already yours, and start living from the end. And this absolutely goes for people too. It goes for everything. Everything is your assumptions and beliefs pushed out. Neville used to say, the whole vast world is yourself pushed out. And I want to tell a story, a personal story, before I end this on a light note, on a really cool note. Back when I was first learning and testing the law, I really wanted to play with this concept of everyone is you pushed out. And so I declared that for one day, everybody that I came into contact with was going to say out loud something that I was thinking of. So for example, if I had a song that I was thinking, then that song would come up in conversation. Or anytime that I thought about a random object or a random thing, it would come up in conversation. Again, it's all about testing this. And I shit you not, by the end of the day, I was shook. I was shook because I literally had that happen. Everybody that I spoke with talked about that thing that I had on my mind. Everybody did just that. If I had a random thought in my head when I was talking to somebody, they would bring it up. And that happened to literally everyone that I came into contact with that day. Again, that's just one of many experiences that I've had with this. But I want to see you have your best life. This channel is all about awakening and coming back to your true power. The beautiful, beautiful thing about everyone is you pushed out, you can truly change any circumstances that you're in with somebody else or with anything, because circumstances don't matter. None of that matters. Like, wash your hands of any notion. You can change your circumstances like that. You can change anything in your 3D world. But it all starts with your assumptions. It all starts with your beliefs. It all starts with your concept of self. So going forward, today, you're going to tell yourself a new story. You're going to create a new story that everybody loves you, that everybody thinks you're awesome, that everyone has nothing but the utmost respect for you, and that people love hanging out with you. They think you're amazing because you are amazing. Why would you not want that to be the world that you live in? So again, I implore you all to try it, test it, and see what happens. There's no harm in testing this. You're just thinking better thoughts. So anyways, guys, that's my video for today. I get super excited on this subject because it is an incredibly powerful one and one of the main fundamentals to understand and grasp when it comes to manifesting. And once you master this, once you truly understand this concept, you can do anything. You can literally do anything, and it's amazing. And I wish all of you the best and all of you the success. Let me know in the comments your experiences with this and what happens. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that bell icon so that way you're notified every time I put out new videos. Also, if you're interested in checking out any of my other resources, I will link my coaching website, blog, and social links in the description box below, so check it out. If you have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments. If there's any topics that you want me to discuss in future videos, let me know. Thank you so much again for stopping by. Appreciate you all so much, and until next time, happy manifesting.